What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Here is a look at my latest setup for my pack out. What I have here is this is my very well known DeWalt T-Stack. I don't think they make these anymore. This has held up really good. I still use it, specifically when I go out on some small jobs. I pack this in my on the back of my, what do you call it, the spider on the big old trunk I have. So some of you may have been asking me what these are. I have these in my toolboxes. I also have them on the side of this toolbox right here. You can push tools in and out if you want. On these kind of ones, these are a little slippery, so I put them between here. They're not going to fall out, and it really helps it keep it nice and organized. On the other side, we have some dedicated PDR tool holders, and those are Carbon-Tec PDR tools. You can get these and you can put it on similar to this one that I'm going to show you in a second. By the way, these are the Talon tools from PDR Finesse, one of the sharpest tools I think are in the business. PDR Finesse. PDRFinesseTools.com if you want to go check them out. Anyways, great toolbox. The only downside about these toolboxes is that they're very thin drawers, except for the double bins right here. Really smooth how they roll, but it's compact. You know, you're not going to fit like big power tools in this unless you have something like this. It's a little shorter, but again, if you can get your fingers on this and you're a compact person, you don't have a lot of room in your vehicle, this toolbox works fantastic, and it's easy to break down and carry. Now, as for this bad boy, this is one of my latest ones right here. I've had this Milwaukee pack out. I think most people start out with the same thing. They get 3 drawers, 2 big bins here, and they get a top. For a long time, I had the top, but then I got rid of it, and I had multiple different tops that were like VIP one. That was one of the first ones available. I put that on there. Good top, but then I ended up getting the Willy Quick top. I have another top to show you too as well from Anson. And matter of fact, this is kind of somewhat of a custom build, shall I say, is because Willy Quick doesn't sell this, right? They have their own top, which is right here. I'm gonna go because we're filming a lot of stuff. We got Blem stuff here too. And they have a top too. I didn't show that, but I will show that maybe later on in another video. But this comes with it, right? And it's the insert, and it fits just like that, right? Great top. I actually like it. But if you have the older generation, it's glued in. Now the new generation, I think they're allowing you now to take the top off, like I did, because that's how I requested it, and then you'll have a flat bottom like that. All right. But you're probably wondering what the heck this is. This is one of the newest accessories that Anson has. You get at AnsonPDR.com. I love this thing. This thing's heavy duty. Now this is Willy Quick's, by the way. This actually goes in here, and this comes with this. So I don't want to get this twisted, you guys. I don't want you to think that came with it, but this is what came with mine. Okay, Willy Quick. But I took these and I put it in this bin right here because it's really easy to organize, right? I really rarely now these days put a lot of tools on my carts. It gets like this one right here. You see this one? This is Ultra's, by the way. Really good cart. That's my student's cart right now he's using. But I like to put all my tools away, and then when I'm working on the job or working on the car, one of the cars we have here, we just finished a hail damaged car, then I'll put certain tools on here. Like this case, we have a glue gun. So it's got a glue gun hole ready to go in there. It's got the Kiko mini lifter, right? You can put your slide hammer, whatever slide hammer you wish. This one has to be Anson's. And check out this rubber right here, right? Look at the little slots for all your tips. Maybe if you have bits, right? And you probably wonder, what the heck are all these small holes for? Basically anything you can think of, right? Anything you want. We'll get to these in a second. But it was designed from two people, one for the PDR industry and one for the auto industry. This guy's Bolster TM. So they partnered up and they made this, and so it's kind of like an all-around. If you're a mechanic, this would be great. If you're a PDR tech, this is great. So you can take this in and out. I do take this out occasionally, and all my tips stay in. Occasionally, you know, I just readjust it. But these I stay super organized. I really like this. So I can come here, kind of look at my tip. Okay, yeah, I know. And then I can look what's missing. So I'm like, oh, where's my other tip like this? Oh yeah, it's right here. It's on here. All right. You know, this is my motorcycle kind of tips, pushing, slide and glide. I use that for motorcycle tanks too as well. A little bit different, more tap downs. Ones that are kind of mushed up, and so I'll use some of those for pushing. I won't use this for pushing though. These can crack a little bit, but these are, well, I'll go solid with a pushing like this and this. These are good. I have the 3/8 tips from Dentcraft. Really like those tips. These tips are really nice. You can go midpoint, sharp tip, put some caps on them, and then you've got the first tips from PDR Finesse. This was about over 10 years ago that they made this, and I put this on a different tool. So really good tool, really like it a lot. R4s, one of the famous R4s, one of Ultra's latest, to try to get that tip off of that thing. Once you put it on, it's hard to get it off, and it lasts for a long time. R4, same thing, very good, easy to take off though. You got your stubby. Check this tip out. This is let me show you this one. This is, let me turn it around. Look at this tool. This is, let me switch it, get my hand in there. Look at that. It's actually got a little ball on the end. So when you push, you're getting that really micro push, and you can slide it a little bit. Freaking cool, huh? This is a custom tool. You're not gonna like go find this at a tool company, but I'm gonna ask Michael Bates. He's the local guy around here. He's another dent company. He gave this to me. Friggin' love it. Okay. Sometimes I actually forget about it, but really good. Some of you guys, if you're, you know your nuts and bolts and your stuff like that, you will probably recognize that. I don't know exactly what it's called. Maybe if you do know what it is, hey, feel free to leave a comment. So these right here, getting to this. Oops. What are these? Right? Well, you may have looked already, but look at that. I'm doing a little video on them right now too. It's called the Guardians. So you slip the cap on one of these, or check it out. I cut it and I put it on one of these. Right? VIP plastic. But sometimes you're asking me, well, why would you need that when you have these and you have that? Because what if you have super delicate paint, right? Or maybe you're tapping down on PPF. You don't want any of these tips really touching that, because these tips will mush the clear coat, right? This won't. Also, if you make a low, this will make a sharp divot low. This one won't. This will make a soft low. I actually did a little test. Like I said, I just finished the video shooting this, so I'm about to edit it, but you guys can see firsthand kind of a preview of what I'm talking about. Now, this is the VIP 2.0, a must-have if you're a PDR tech. You don't have this tip, it's legit. It really is legit. Now, does it mark paint? Yes, it can. And not, does it do it all the time? No. It also depends on how well you keep the tip polished, right? So you can't drop it, you can't leave it, let it scratch, get uneven. It will damage the clear coat. But for some of the substitutes that I use between that, well, I use this tip right here. This tip is the dead-on dent ballistic tip, right? So very, very good. One of my favorite all-time tips right now is the Pee-wee tip, right? So here's the Pee-wee, very Pee-wee peak. One of the best tap downs on the market, okay? VIP has this pretty much almost the same kind of scenario stuff. So I get the Dead on Dent series and the VIPs, pretty much the VIP bases that you see here. So those are very comfortable in the hand holding. This is a fatter one, so you know you can really have a better grip. And it stands out really good. Now, if you're a newbie, guys, you know, do you need any of these? I would probably, if I was a newbie, honestly, I would probably get the VIP 2.0 with the Guardians, because I can be precise, and then I can be a little, I can wander a little bit, meaning I can take chances when I have a cap on here because I'm not making a sharp divot. So this is almost like a crown buster, right? So a crown buster is this right here. Check that out, right? This is for massive, bigger crowns, right? And crowns are like big high spots like this, you know, and this would be great for that. Now for the micro small stuff, this is what you take a look at that, right? It's flat on top. That's not a hole or anything like that. That's normal. This is a prototype, so I think the new ones are going to be like yellow, easy for you to see. It's a must-have. I know a lot of you guys have watched me before on tapping down, and I use like a red cap on mine, like a skinny red cap. It's somewhat domed. Very good tip. Unfortunately, they're very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. So you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, I would suppose. So very good. Very highly recommend. Now you're probably going, where do you get them? You get them on AnsonPDR.com. However, you're not going to be able to get them right now. They will be in there and available sometime in September. That's what I was told. Okay? That's what I was told. Other than that, I have a radio on here. Oh, actually, I don't want to get back. Really quick, the top is really quick. Let me actually see if I can put my camera down and see. Hold on a second. Why don't we do this right here, right? I'll put my camera here. I'll take this one off, and that way I can kind of show you. I can kind of show you guys. Shoot, man, this fly. I was gonna show you guys. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I don't have it. Shoot. Oh. You know, I was gonna show you how to switch this top now. I guess I'll do it later because I don't have a stand right now to do that. But these are the different tops, right? Anson just came out with this top right here. Let me just. So this top would go like, let's say, like that, okay? I mean, that kind of gives you an ideal, right? And then you can take this and put it on top, and this will click inside of here, so you can switch. I do have some videos, some photos. You might have saw it already on, well, it disappeared because it was just a story. Very, very tough. I like the wide factor on this one too. So it sticks out a little bit further. Some of you may not like that. Some of you guys like the clean, really compact look, which without a doubt is pretty clean. And then you have these, right? So you can, these I think are gonna run you about close to $300, not with this, $300 with the foam, you see there, and the cups. Oh, check this out on wheelies too, right? So one cool thing I like is that foot. So when you slide your tools down, it catches in there. I'm not sure if that's included. I can't remember. I'm not gonna even guess on that. I hope it is, but if it's not, I didn't say it. Okay, so going to the radio now, all right? Very good top though, man. This is gonna run you about 100, I think 130 bucks. 100% worth it. Very, very, very good. I like it a lot. The radio, pretty good. Pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but I do like it. Also, you can pull the handle like this, right? And you can drag, because your box is gonna get pretty heavy by the time you put something like all this on here, plus you load it up. You come here, move this out of the way. this down. I'll get this out of the way too. And then there's your battery. You got your phone charger. If you want to hook up your old school MP3 player, you can do that. You can just stash whatever, maybe a wallet in here. I kind of keep my wallet in my front pocket, but whatever you want to put in there, right? This battery runs this thing for like 2 days. So let me see where I'm at. Dude, look at it. I ran it all day and it's still 4 bars, man. So that's that on that. You've got a power cord, so it will charge your battery too as well. So if you plug it in overnight, you put it in and bang, it will be ready to go for you. What's going on, Win? Let's see here. This is a great little light too. So if you're a PDR tech and you need to look down little holes and through different stuff. I know I'm trying not to work, but always, man. Also forgot to mention too, so if you have a maybe a wire tool, you see these magnets in here, right? It'll keep your whale tails, it'll keep all your whale tails and wires like steady. So when you go to move your cart, it's going to not shake and be all like, sounds like a freaking jingle bells going all the way down wherever you're moving your cart to. Like I said, this has got some dedicated areas here. Kind of leave that just the way it is, and that's how I leave my stuff right like that. Okay. Every now and then it gets messy because in the middle of a vehicle. Here I have my handles, VIP kind of a hail kit. These are great for pushing motorcycle tanks, for pushing big heavy dents. These are lead tips and they mold. Another one down here. I need to put that back. Extra tap down bases, wedges. This is a cool little tool right here. So it's got a little handle, really easy. So maybe you have a screw that's kind of like right here, right? You can either hook up your little normal hand socket to it, or you can put your drill on there and it'll take it nicely out. And then you hold it like this so that thing doesn't go spinning on you like wildfire, and you're able to do this. I got this at Matco for about 40 bucks. It's not something you need to, not necessary. This I got to do a little bit more demo on. This we got a big flat dent. We'll put this up like this, and this thing just works that overstretched dent very nicely. You get this at Amazon. It's called Fairmont Tools. It was like 35 bucks. Very high quality, very nice. Really quick again, right? I'd say one of the best door jammers out right now. Yeah, you can adjust it. It stays sturdy on the vehicle. This is the longer version. This is generally made for trunks, hoods. I use this one for doors because I don't like the door too closed up, too narrow. So I can actually extend this, put it on the door. It works fantastic here. This is one of the latest hole straighteners. So maybe you do know what this is, maybe you don't, but sometimes we have to manipulate the hole, a hole when we're putting a paintless dent repair tool to get to the dent. Sometimes the hole gets out of shape, it gets warped or bent. So what this does is it goes inside the hole and then squeezes this squeezes, and it flattens that bent edge again, right? And you can see it's a little bit different, right? So it's kind of out of the way. You can actually almost see what you're doing now these days with this, but very good. You got a little Teflon piece there, which is pretty smart, because what that does is protects the paint from you cracking the paint metal on metal. So that's pretty good. This is a smaller door jammer from Willie Quick. So this is the dedicated door jammer. It doesn't have really an extension. It is what it is. It'd be cool if they did. Maybe that would be something that would come out with like a mini extension. Hood props, nothing fancy in here. A little bit of a torch, some glue. This is my odds and ends. These are the caps right here, the green. Fantastic for pushing. All kinds of good stuff here. More crown busters right here. My spare tips. I'm not going to go over too much of that. It's going to get a little messier here. And that's my glue, a couple extra glue stuff, Kiko stuff. And this is my power, some of my power tools, but not really. They're more like the polishing stuff. This has got to be one of the best little polishers I've ever used in my career. This is Flex, is a orbital action. You can actually switch the cap, like check this out. So I can switch this, right? And I can put one of these on, click it in, and I'm ready to go. Like super fast, super easy. Battery lasts for a long time. You can put attachments to it like a Dremel and polish like really tight areas. It is really, really good. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a polisher that doesn't leave swirl marks. So generally you'll think it looks great until you get out in the sun, and then it looks like a halo. This is my light here. This is where I just did a demo on a panel for tapping down. But other than that, these are kind of like an updated of the tools. I have other tools to review. I'm just not going to say everything, otherwise we'll be here until next week. So some of the best tabs on the market right now here is, gosh, I'll just name them right now. I don't have the list, so you just rewind the video. Kiko tabs, Gangrene tabs, the Anson Skinny Mini tabs, I forgot which brand what they put those under, but Anson PDR, Gangrene again. You've got probably one of the latest, strongest tabs that keep getting stronger, but I don't know if it's stronger, but it means, well, yeah, it is stronger because you're not going to break them as often. This is the Dent Reaper. This is the new version right here. These are the old versions, right? And apparently, some people say they break all the time. I thought the second versions held up pretty well. It was rare that I broke one. The first versions, yes, I was breaking quite a few. Anson, this is a really good tab too. The Dent Reaper crease tabs. Hey, dude, you need to go to this side, man. This is your group over here, okay? Dent Reaper crease tabs. I mean, they pull very, very good, very good. So I don't use anything but good tabs. I'm probably missing some tabs in here that I'm not mentioning, but these are my favorite. I'm not saying they're the best of everybody's. I'm just saying these are my favorite, okay? They work. They do a fantastic job. This little hand tool, bomb. You can put a little extension here, put any tip you want. This side right here has been just nothing but butter, man. Just money. And here you go here. This is the dent eraser, right? Mainly I use this, 80% of the time I use it for, bumpers, right? Bumpers. Also, you can rock a dent like this, put it on your soft tip, double bend. You got more capabilities with this tip right here. It's not really a blending tip. It's really domed, so I guess you could blend it if you wanted to. You kept it really polished. But other than that, yeah. Where can I buy the light stand with the pole that you use? Oh, okay. Yeah, the pole. So Ultra Dent Tools. I think there's a link in the description too, so you can check that out. Not a link to this, but a link. Now, the pole, what makes this really good for me, Rico, is that the Medusa, you see the middle part right there? Now, Ultra does sell these. I think Anson sells them too as well, but what it does is it marries the light and the battery between the pole, right? Able to connect that, and then bang, there you go. Very, very good. It has locking wheels, so if you're on a slant, then you can just lock it and then move your board. Sometimes some people don't like to roll it, they can just pick it up. You can do that too. Very easy to break down. This is generally, as you can tell, this is what I like to use majority of the time, so that's what I use. So hope that answers your question. quick note about the radio too. Is it worth it? I don't. If you can get on sale, I would say yes. If you don't have a battery system, you're be prepared. You're going to spend probably about $500 if you get like a 5 amp battery and that radio. So I don't think it's necessary. I think it's cool. I definitely think it's, if you don't have a shop radio, I think this will do fine for you. I think you really like it. You hail techs, I don't think you're gonna probably get something like this. Maybe you will. Maybe fancy, bougie hail techs will get something like that. But carrying it around is not. It's not light. It's heavy. It does. I would say this toolbox now is probably. I'm gonna say this is about 250 pounds, dude. At least 250 pounds, dude. But I do use this handle to pull it, twist, and turn it. It's good. I like it. I don't have time to do this one right here. Maybe next time. But that is a cool cart too as well. That's Ultras. And by the way, Willie Quick does have a glue stand, which I have over there. I just don't have it here because I have this on here and it hooks up to here. If you have his stand or his foam, right, there's an area right here for it to come in here, and then you could hook it up. But I really like this setup. And then when I'm not using it, right, I can, if I need the open area, I just pull this up, move it to somewhere I need to, and then I have all this space right here. Big old flat space right there. And this, again, this is from Anson. They did a fantastic job on that. I really, really like it. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go edit. I'm gonna edit and show you how good these caps work. Very good. So if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to ask. I'll actually answer your questions right now. You have a couple of them. So have you tried the latest Kiko beam? Are you talking about the lateral tension beam? Is that what you're talking about? Let me switch here. So I'll give you a second to answer that. So if that's the one you're talking about, you're talking like the single beam where you do the screw. You're talking about that one. If you're asking about that one, I have not. Usually they send me that, but I haven't got it. So I'll probably end up ordering it somehow, some way. Nicholas, I got a question. Do you have any advice for removing dents from stainless steel fridge? Small. So as long as the dent is shallow enough for you to do, yeah, you would use a glue pull system. So, and then what I do, see, this is what's perfect, right? I would generally use tape, like clear tape, and put it on top of the high spot after I get it off. Get the dent out, and because I need to tap, because if you use a regular tap down, you're gonna mark the stainless steel and you're not gonna be able to get it out, and you just kind of ruined what you're trying to do, right? But if you have now the Guardian tips, right? This is the tip. I'm talking about just the tip that goes on. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic for exactly that. So glue pull for refrigerators, that's pretty much the only way you're gonna do it. If it's got a pit, it's going to be very, very hard to remove that out of those stainless steel refrigerators, okay? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm going to say you probably have a 10% chance of getting it out if it has a pit in there, okay? I'm ready to order those blue caps from Anson. You said they come out in September. Yes. Yeah, Rico, they do. Be on the hit list for that. Really, I would join their mailing list because they'll probably do an announcement that way as well. I'll have some in my hand, so look out for me. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'll be doing some more reviews. I used to do a lot of reviews in the past. I kind of got away from it. Actually, I got a little burnt out on it, to be honest with you. But I think it's time to go start doing some reviews these days. You know, it might not be as polished as my old school days, but you know what? At least it's there for you to kind of know about. But let me know what you guys would like to see in the future, because I am going to start doing some stuff here. I've got some really cool hand tools I'm going to talk about. Like this is, you know, this is a Dentcraft. Man, this thing's good. I mean, hand tools are probably most underestimated tools that you can have. Talking wires, like here, let me switch here. Like these are just like, look at these small tools, right? This is stand liners, PDR finesse, sharp tool, pick, blade tip tool, another blade. This is a ball. Shouldn't be taped though. Another stand liner right here. I mean, we can go on and on. Here's a care point. Care point, and this is adjustable. Fantastic. So hand tools, look out for hand tools. Hand tools are like you use close range, you know, maybe like anywhere between 6 inches to 3 inches to 12 inches. Those definitely the way to go. And handle systems are some of the best in the industry right now. Ultras, and then the Gorilla Grips. This can switch to this side. It can be a T handle. This breaks down to like a socket. So yeah. Rico, Eco, we met in Taiwan at AAW event. Oh snap! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! What was your name? Make sure you put your name there, because I'm bad with names, but I know, I apologize because I don't remember, I don't recognize your username on YouTube, but hey man, good seeing you again, okay? Tyler, oh heck yeah, I remember Tyler. What's up, Tyler? I hope your training went well. It looked like you were doing good. So yeah, I remember Tyler out there, man. Tyler had that, you live in Vietnam, right? That's I think the last time we were talking. Rico, love your content. I've learned a lot of good tips from your videos. I appreciate that, Rico. I really do appreciate that a lot. I try my best, right? Try to be as transparent as possible, because unfortunately there's not a lot of transparent people out there. We are doing customer cars at my shop now. Awesome. Yeah, Tyler, you spent some good time. You worked with some of the best out there, so good luck out there too. Hey, I hope to see you someday in the States too. All right. If you guys have any more questions, I'll hold on just because I know it takes a second for you to. Meanwhile, I'll just kind of close my blinds here. I'm late here. I'm usually gone like 3.5 hours ago, but I had to stay late. We had to finish this hail car and whatnot. You talk about Taiwan and what do you call it? Vietnam. All those bikes out there. Look at mine, Tyler. You see mine? I wonder how this would do out in Taiwan, man. Those guys run you over there, though. They don't mess around. They don't mess around. Okay. Well, listen, guys. I will talk to you guys later on. Look out for this little kind of little review. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a reel or do a full review on it, but regardless, it'll be kind of cool and engaging. So I'll talk to you ladies and gentlemen later. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. See ya.